in your conversations with your urban agenda, your inner city agenda, as well as
Am I going to include?
Are you going to include the Congressional Black Caucus and the Congressional?
Well, I would. I tell you what. Do you want to set up the meeting? Do you want to set up the meeting?
No.
Are they friends of yours? No, get it. Set up the meeting.
I know some of them, but I'm sure.
Let's go set up a meeting. I would love to meet with the Black Caucus. I think it's great. The Congressional Black Caucus. I think it's great.
To follow up on a story we talked about last night, a little more than 24 hours after the President of the United States asked veteran White House reporter April Ryan if she wanted to set up a meeting with the Congressional Black Caucus, we learned the White House has reached out to the Congressional Black Caucus to schedule a meeting. The head of the CBC, Chairman Cedric Richmond, Democrat from Louisiana, said in a statement, since the White House has reached out in an appropriate manner to request a meeting with the caucus, I am now in discussions with them about setting one up.
First of all, I don't think he knew what the CBC was. And then I think the young lady, Miss Ryan, cleared it up and made sure he knew who it was. And I think, a lot of people assume that all black people know all black people. And then the idea that the president would have somebody in the press pool to set up a meeting with the Congressional Black Caucus. He's the president of the United States of America. He can make that phone call on himself.
They were really pleased he didn't ask her to sweep and mop in a room where the press conference was being held.
We need to go to the story together.
Okay, ready? Here's a story.
Gotta run.
We're having a beer.
Used to say it was Jim. Are you a friendly reporter? Watch how friendly he is. Wait, watch how friendly he is. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Go ahead.
So, first of all, my name is Jake Turks from Ami Magazine, and despite what some of my colleagues may have been reporting, I haven't seen anybody in my community accuse either yourself or anyone on your staff of being anti-Semitic. We understand that you have Jewish grandchildren. You are their Zaidi. However,
all right, so that is reporter Jake Turk. Dear Press Secretary Sean Spicer, please call me at the next press briefing. I'm the guy with the words Jake Turks on my kippah. So when the president called on him yesterday, he was ready, and after doing his best to convey a non-combative disposition, specifically saying he is not suggesting the president or his team are anti-Semitic, he asked this question.
what we are concerned about, and what we haven't really heard being addressed, is an uptick in anti-Semitism and how the government is planning to take care of it. There's been a report out that 48 bomb threats have been made against Jewish centers all across the country in the last couple of weeks. There are people who are committing anti-Semitic acts or threatening to.
You see, he said he was going to ask a very simple, easy question. And it's not. It's not. Not a simple question, not a fair question. Okay, sit down. I understand the rest of your question. So here's the story, folks. Number one, I am the least anti-Semitic person that you've ever seen in your entire life. Number two, racism. The least racist person. In fact, we did very well relative to other people running as a Republican. Quiet, quiet, quiet. See, he lied about he was going to get up and ask a very straight, simple question. So, welcome to the world of the media.
I still can't get over that, and joining me to talk about Michelle Goldberg, columnist at Slate, and Sam Cedar, host of the Majority Report and MSNBC contributor. But that exchange, just get rid of what you think of the president's disposition or him as a person or his politics. It's like, did he not understand?
I mean, that actually was a super easy question because the answer to it is anti-Semitism is terrible. I condemn it.
I condemn it, and we're going to do everything we can to make sure that everyone feels protected.
Right. I mean, particularly when you have a president who's never been afraid to make wild, unrealizable promises, right? I think at that press conference he promised to end crime. Right. He could have said that he was going to, address anti-Semitism, and instead he gets very prickly when he feels like he is being pressed to disavow a group that supports him, right? It's kind of the same way he gets his back up when somebody asks him about Russia, the way he gets his back up when he's asked about the support of David Duke,
yeah.
right? There's